Welcome to the channel, everybody. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Whether you're a frequent flyer or someone who just loves a good story, you're in for a treat. Today, we're going deep into the wild world of airport crime. Yes, you heard that right. Airports aren't just places where you catch flights and grab overpriced snacks. They're also hot spots for some of the most unbelievable criminal activities. Yeah, you heard me right. Airports, man. Those hubs of travel, those gateways to adventure, they've also got a dark side. From the moment you step into the terminal, you're entering a world where anything can happen. We're talking about the craziest, most bizarre crimes that have gone down in airports around the world. Imagine being in the middle of a heist or witnessing a smuggling operation unfold right before your eyes. Buckle up, because some of these stories are going to blow your mind. We're talking about brazen heists, people smuggling insane things, and some seriously questionable decisions made under the influence. Picture this. Masked thieves making off with millions in cash, or customs officers uncovering the most unexpected items hidden in luggage. It's like something straight out of a movie, but it's all real. I mean, airports are already high-stress environments, right? You've got security lines, delays, and that constant rush to make it to your gate on time. Add in the pressure of potential criminal activity, and it's a recipe for chaos. And let's not forget that weird smell they pump into the recycled air. It's like a mix of jet fuel and mystery. No wonder people are on edge. It's enough to make anyone crack. The stress, the waiting, the uncertainty, it all adds up. And sometimes it leads to some pretty wild behavior. But these stories, these are next level. We're talking about incidents that have made headlines, shocked travelers, and even baffled law enforcement. So grab your headphones, settle in, and get ready for some wild ride through the underbelly of air travel. Let's do this. From the moment you board your flight to the time you land, you'll never look at airports the same way again. Alright, so picture this. Italy 2013. It's a bustling day at one of the country's busiest airports. The sun is shining and travelers from all over the world are arriving, eager to start their Italian adventures. You've just landed at the airport, you're tired from your flight, ready to grab your bags and get going. The excitement of your trip is still fresh, but all you can think about is getting to your hotel and maybe grabbing a bite to eat. But there's just one problem. Your luggage is gone. Vanished. You stand there staring at the empty carousel, hoping it's just a delay, but as minutes turn into hours, the sinking feeling sets in. And you're not alone. Hundreds of bags just, poof, gone without a trace. The baggage claim area is in chaos, with frustrated travelers and frantic airport staff trying to make sense of the situation. This wasn't some random act of chaos, though. It was a meticulously planned operation. The airport's security cameras captured everything, but it was already too late. This was the work of a highly organized crew of thieves who pulled off one of the most audacious airport heists in history. They moved with precision and confidence, knowing exactly what they were doing. We're talking over $1 million worth of luggage just gone. The sheer scale of the theft was staggering, leaving everyone in shock and disbelief. These guys were pros. They used fake uniforms like they looked legit, and they had inside knowledge of the airport's layout and security protocols. They blended in seamlessly with the real staff, making it nearly impossible to detect them. They knew exactly what they were doing. And they were in and out like ghosts. The operation was so smooth that by the time anyone realized what had happened, the thieves were long gone, leaving behind a trail of confusion and a mountain of lost luggage claims. The aftermath was a media frenzy. News outlets covered the story extensively, interviewing distraught passengers and baffled airport officials. The police launched a massive investigation, but the thieves had covered their tracks well. Despite the best efforts of law enforcement, the case remains one of the most infamous unsolved heists in aviation history. The thieves had executed their plan with such precision that they left almost no clues behind. For the passengers, it was a nightmare. Many lost not just their belongings, but also irreplaceable items and memories. The airport had to overhaul its security measures to prevent such an incident from happening again. So the next time you travel, keep an eye on your luggage. You never know when a seemingly ordinary trip might turn into a story for the ages. The great luggage heist of 2013 serves as a stark reminder of the unexpected twists that life can throw our way. Next up, we're headed to Atlanta, 2018. The bustling Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world, was about to witness an event that would leave everyone in shock. Imagine you're sitting on the tarmac, about to take off, the anticipation of your journey building up. The engines are humming, the flight attendants are making their final checks, and passengers are settling into their seats. When suddenly, you see a dude just running across the runway. It's not something you see every day, and it immediately grabs everyone's attention. Not a care in the world. This guy is sprinting like he's in a marathon, completely oblivious to the chaos he's causing. This wasn't some lost traveler trying to catch a flight. No, this was something far more bizarre and unsettling. This guy was high as a kite. His erratic behavior was a clear sign that he was under the influence of something strong. I'm talking about a level of intoxication that would make a seasoned psychonaut blush. His movements were uncoordinated and he seemed completely disconnected from reality. He was later apprehended, and it turned out he had a history of mental health issues and substance abuse. The authorities had a tough time getting him under control, but eventually, they managed to detain him. This story is wild, but it also highlights a serious issue: airport security. How did someone in such a state manage to breach the multiple layers of security that are supposed to protect the airport? How the hell did this guy manage to get past all those fences and security measures? It's a question that raises concerns about the effectiveness of our current security protocols. It's enough to make you wonder how secure any of these airports really are. If someone in such a compromised state can make it onto the runway, what does that say about the potential for more serious threats? This incident serves as a wake-up call, reminding us that while we may feel safe, there are always vulnerabilities that need to be addressed. The safety of air travel depends on constant vigilance and the continuous improvement of security measures. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one is straight out of a weird-ass nature documentary. We're talking about a woman who was busted trying to smuggle over 100 live animals in her luggage. Yeah, you heard me right. 100. This went down in Thailand in 2015, and let me tell you, this lady had a whole Noah's Ark situation going on in her suitcase. We're talking snakes, turtles, lizards, birds, you name it, she probably had it crammed in there. And the kicker, she even had a baby tiger, a freaking tiger cub. Can you imagine the chaos when they opened that bag? Alright, this next story is some catch-me-if-you-can-level stuff. We're talking about a dude who impersonated a pilot and actually managed to board a plane. In Philadelphia, no less, this guy, back in 2010, he had the uniform, the fake ID, the whole 9 yards. He even made it onto the plane and into the cockpit before someone finally realized something was fishy. Now, I don't condone this kind of behavior, but you gotta admit it takes some serious balls to pull off something like that. It makes you wonder, though, what was his endgame? Did he actually think he could fly the plane? Last but not least, we've got a story about art theft, international intrigue, and a whole lot of audacity. This one takes place in Paris, 2012. A man was caught trying to make off with some seriously valuable artwork from the airport. This wasn't some amateur hour operation, this guy was a pro. He had somehow managed to swipe these pieces, we're talking paintings, sculptures, the works, and stash them in his luggage. He thought he could just waltz out of there with millions of dollars worth of art. But the authorities were onto him. They caught him red-handed. And let's just say he won't be visiting the Louvre anytime soon. That's it for our wild ride through the world of airport crime. We've seen some crazy stuff today, from luggage heists and runway intruders to animal smugglers and art thieves. It just goes to show you, man, truth is stranger than fiction. Airports, man. They're like little microcosms of society with all its quirks and craziness amplified. So next time you're stuck in an airport, just remember, you never know what kind of wild stuff might be going down right under your nose. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. See you next time.